Hey, Carla Zen Queen here today and doing a 30-day vlogging challenge. And actually, I'm a little bit behind, so this is actually yesterday's video, and that's fine. Yesterday's challenge was to, let's see if I can remember. I'm the one that issued it. This is horrible. Day 5 was, oh, your proudest moment, right? And so, real easy for me. I have, you know, what mom isn't proud of the birth of their child? And so, though, to me, that's kind of general. We're all very proud of giving birth to our children, or maybe making major accomplishments. And so, two things that in my life I'm so very proud of accomplishing for myself, which was one. I just want to give a disclaimer. I was not raised in a normal environment, and so there were things that I experienced, like things that sometimes still bug me, right? Your past will catch up with you if you don't take care of it, if you don't deal with it. And so one of those things is like, I don't want to talk negative about my mom, but I wasn't given very positive direction, right, as a child. So one thing that had occurred in school is that I was part of a special program, right? And my mom labeled it the dummy program. And so in my head, that's what stuck, right? The dumb part. And so these were my dummy classes, and I took dummy classes, and later in life, I questioned why I would have been included in those dummy classes, because they were real, I just had nothing to compare it to, but they were advanced classes is actually what they were. And so in my head, because I had been told, dummy, 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 that is what I wore, right? And so at 40-some is when I finally actually was told that those were not dummy classes. But we had figured out that I was not a dummy long before that, because what happened is, about the time my daughter was going to graduate from high school, I made a decision to go back to college myself, and that was very scary because, in my head, I wasn't smart enough, right? And my daughter came with me to the school, and they make you do, I didn't graduate normally either, so I had never done like the SAT or the ACT or any of that stuff that you have to do prior to college. And so we sat there that day, and I took the pre-entry tests for college, and the administrator asked if we had some time. She could scan the test and see the results thereof if we could wait for like another half an hour, 45 minutes. And so me and my daughter are sitting there, and I'll be honest, I was so nervous because, it's kind of like when you get a psych evaluation. If you think you're crazy and then they do a test, they're either going to verify you're crazy. And so in my head, I'm thinking, now they're going to know how dumb I am, and rather than the opposite. So my proudest moment was the administrator coming back out, and she started questioning me about some things about, had I ever taken an ACT, and she was talking about the time frame, because some of these were time tests, and I kind of whipped through them, and just all these questions, and she started, I started feeling nervous, like, again, I've got that negative thought process going on because what was put on me and what I internalized without, really questioning, am I a dummy? Just believing. And so what this administrator actually ended up telling us was that in her 20 years at the college, even taking into consideration her own college, and I get apprehensive even saying this, even taking into her college entry scores. She said in her 20 years as the administration that she had never seen such high scores. And so here's me sitting waiting for the bad news, and this woman wants to get me into a different program than what I was applying for based on my education or my knowledge, not my education. Obviously, I didn't I have a lot of knowledge without, the paid education. And so that was kind of eye-opening, and it was a very proud moment for me because it really put a kibosh on some of the negative things that I absorbed from growing up, from life, right? If you believe you're a dummy, then you're probably out there doing dumb things. I don't know. And so to me, that was just a very proud moment, and a very self-accepting moment, right? I think that's what makes me so proud. It was kind of like I was waiting for the justification that, or the verification that, yes, Carla, you're dumb. And instead I got the exact opposite. And so once that mind change came from um changing my mind, and what's at my core, realizing that I'm not dumb. I just think I'm dumb. Why do I think I'm dumb? I think I'm dumb because that's what has been beaten into my head for years. And so getting that out. And so how do you replace all that? Well, I went to college, and not that that replaces all that, but I did really well in areas, and I do really well in areas that the majority do not do well in. And so, for that, I have to be proud. I have to hold on to the fact that, one person's opinion, or even a group of people's opinions, really at the end of the day don't matter. It comes down to, what is my truth, and my truth is I'm a lot smarter than I give myself credit for, and that's something really to be proud of. Peace.